I'm ready to update my live chapter.
I can't believe we're this evenly matched even when he's running on empty. Using every last ounce of energy he has. Where did you go? Man, you're pathetic. If this is you at your weakest, I can't imagine you at your peak. You know, I think you've proved your point by now. Whatever it was. If you need to eat humans to survive, so be it. I'll bring some for you. Some real evil ones. The world is mixed up. Things I was clear on just confuse me now. But if what you do is wrong, then why were you made that way? I don't want another hollow victory. I don't want another star in my win column like I had with Sensui. Well, if you won't feed yourself, will you at least tell me why the hell you're doing this so I can start telling you why what you're doing is totally wrong?
I can see a lot of her in you. She was much wiser, of course. But it was with her fiery temper that I fell in love. It's been nearly 700 years now. The human world was a very different place. Chaos and disorder reigned, and people everywhere lived in constant fear. This was before the first human barrier between demon and human worlds, when our two kinds lived side by side. It was a grand time to be a demon, though I imagine it was a bit rougher for the humans. We terrorized them, and yet their feudal lords were not above calling upon us to defend their lands from the invading horde of their own enemies. I didn't care which side a person was on. They were all food to me. They didn't like that very much. But all that changed one night when I met a woman of the human world. From a distance, she was just like the rest of them, pale and weak. Yet there was something different about her. Special. Her eyes and the way they looked at me. I could see my downfall in those eyes, but I didn't care. I was in love.
Hey, you see me? Gas. Finna get right real quick.
Who are you?
Shit's gas, I'm not gonna
That
lie.
answers that. Then I'll just ask why you've come here tonight.
2 to 3 of them? You out of there.
You look pathetic.
You like, man, hold on, what's going on?
You're injured. Show me where it hurts so I can help.
She was a gifted healer, a medicine woman.
You mean like a doctor?
Not exactly. This was before modern medicine. They would ingest deadly poisons and contagions, turning their own blood into vaccines. The primitive techniques were quite effective, and my wounds healed quickly.
What do you want? Are you hungry?
So naive, I thought. She left herself totally vulnerable, and he could have killed her at any moment. I was contemplating how I could devour her when...
Well, are you going to eat me or not? Allow me. I have toxins coursing through my veins. One bite and your insides will be corroded by dawn. Just act now, whatever you decide. I don't like to wait. Even a savage beast like you can't handle what's inside this body of mine. But if you don't believe me, come on, try at your own peril.
I couldn't move. I was mesmerized by this defiant woman standing before me.
I guess you're not monster enough. You could always just kill me. Come on. You can at least do that much, can't you? Of course, once my blood's been spilled, do you honestly believe you can resist taking one taste of my poison?
So what'd you do?
Made love. I had no other choice. What could I do? I told you before. It was her eyes. Not to mention, she was the most beautiful creature I'd ever laid mine on.
Then, a few dozen generations later, I just rolled down the tube?
Yes, it was something like that. How I loved her. It was one magnificent night. I could still feel the touch of her skin against mine as our bodies melted in perfect harmony, or how her fingers felt stroking through my hair. The warm feeling of being held in her tight embrace through the night. But in the morning, I realized I wasn't worthy of her. She had devoted her life to saving people, while mine had been spent destroying them. So I left. I vowed never to eat another human being until I saw her again. But I was never to see her again. She died soon after, in childbirth. We, the Mazda crew, lead very long lives, and hoped that the time would allow me to find her in some reincarnated form. That hope was the only thing that kept me going. But I should have known better. She was far too enlightened to return to this world. So I had to be with since that day. In fact, it's brought me closer to her. If only embedded has brought me closer to mortality. And who knows, maybe when my time has come to an end, the two of us can finally be together in the next world. Yusuke, my son, have you ever been in love?
Yeah, I guess.
Really? Then you understand why I made my sacrifice. There's more that you need to know about the situation here in Demon World that I haven't told you yet. The relationships are complex. In the past, I fought with Makuro and Yomi merely for the sake of fighting. But things have changed. You could get along with Makuro. He's a traditionalist and isolationist who likes Demon
Oh
World
god,
just as it
that's
is.
cool. Hey?
Divided. Makuro won't bother with the human or spirit worlds. But beware of Yomi. He speaks of unification, that it's a front for moving his army. He'll take over human and spirit world, side with Makuro.
I don't get it. Why are you telling me all this now?
Because this is your inheritance and your duty.
Shut up! You can't die yet! This is your time to go!
Lead them well, son.
Where's our king? What was that explosion all about? Master Urameshi, where is King Ryzen?
He's dead.
The king is dead! Oh king!
Ogishin, I need you to take me somewhere.
Where, Your Majesty?
The House of Yomi.
Ryzen's stomach has ceased its incessant rumbling. What do you make of it, Kurama?
Two possibilities. First, he couldn't bear it anymore and gave in, satiating his hunger by eating a human. Or second, he suffers no longer. Meaning,
Meaning he's dead.
but so much earlier than we anticipated. I think it's far too soon for us to come to that conclusion just yet.
We'll wait. Whatever you suggest, Kurama. That's why I made you my top advisor.
I am positive. Ryzen is dead.
Through no one's fault but his own. A fool died a fool's death.
What will you do now?
As promised, we struck him with our full force.
The edge of Gandera, the land of Yomi.
Thanks for the escort. Be careful on your way back home.
What? I can't go back. By now, Yomi is surely aware of our king's death, and as his offspring, you'll be in danger as soon as you set foot in Gandera.
Well, duh. Why do you think I want to go in there alone?
As the heir to the throne, you no longer represent only yourself, and I've sworn to protect my man as the king.
Fine, you can tag along. Let me talk, okay? We want to be as diplomatic as we can on this.
Perfect time to say that, my king.
And why is that?
We should be careful with what we say from here on. When Yomi lost his sight, he strengthened his other senses. It has been said many times that Lord Yomi is capable of hearing every word uttered within his domain.
Really? Is that so? Yomi! You son of a bitch! You hear me? I'm coming, so boil up a kettle of tea! Have you heard that?
Quite diplomatic, sir. By the way, Your Highness, what's in your bag?
And this?
Yes. Somehow I have a bad feeling about it.
You worry too much.
Wait, sir!
Kurama, this friend of yours seems rather silly. Can you really be the descendant of Ryzen?
Yusuke's wasted no time. He's gone to meet Yomi.
And what do you think the boy has in mind?
Knowing Yusuke not very much, he rarely thinks before he acts, and yet he always seems to get the result he wants. Most of the time, I don't understand the things he does. But I've seen the humiliation of those who underestimate him far too often for me to doubt him.
You speak more fondly.
What's that mean?
It sounds to me like you might be called a friend. The time comes when you fight against him.
I have never backed down from any fight in my life, including any brawl with Yusuke. I may have let him go the last time we fought, but I have no reason to do that this time, and I eagerly await the opportunity to beat him.
I don't find the words convincing.
Your insecurity is annoying me.
At the Council of Old, I assure you on which side you choose.
The same side I'm always on. The only side that matters to me, my own. If it's you versus him, I'll let you two fight and battle whoever survives.
Interesting. I can hear it in your voice. Something about what you just said is a lie. I just can't tell what. I have to admit, he makes me feel jealous. I'm sure you will be the jealous type, but we'll see soon enough when your loyalty is truly known.
Change the course! We're heading to Gandera! Warriors, prepare for battle! Yes, sir! Ryzen's death has upset the balance of powers in Demon World. Now it is up to Yusuke to prevent total upheaval. But what does he have planned for his meeting? Yomi and Kurama, Bukuro and Hiei. They will all once again cross paths in the battle for control of Demon World.
Yeah, it sucks that the old man kicked the bucket, but it sucks even more that he stuck me with all this responsibility. I mean, now I've got to single-handedly save Demon World. Of course, the funny thing about this place is you never know when you're gonna run into some old friends, or some oddly creepy ones. Or every once in a while, a beautiful new friend with an oddly creepy one. So, how am I gonna get out of this mess? Well, you'll just have to watch the next episode of Yu Yu Hakusho to find out.
I can feel a longing hiding right behind those eyes. Ready to wake up, the time I'm sleeping can slide by. More than any lucky charm that sparkles far away. I'd rather have one thing all right than fortune any day. Riding deep through the sea, cold gray glass. I miss you so much, I get it. It's just a fact. I feel your hand and I'm wide awake. The wind may burn, though the floods may blow, and my heart may be tossed around forever. It's just a dream with open eyes. It's okay to float. Is stormy seas harmonious gentle as the sky is wild? I'll just have a dream with my eyes open, and it won't be sad if the stars don't shine, or if my heart is breaking endlessly. I don't know where to go. When I feel like falling, oh my, it's time to hold myself. I wanna fight, ignore. They suddenly come out and confidence was swelling through the hero. And it's all because of kindness that I feel. People I don't even know. They suddenly my intuition and my wisdom grow. And then I know that most of all it says won't shut me. Strangers wherever I go. Thank you for waking me up.
After a year of training in Demon World, Yusuke has made great strides, becoming even more powerful than he was before. But he was powerless to stop the death of his ancestral father, Ryzen, whose passing has set Demon World's other rulers scrambling to assert their dominance. Yusuke, too, as his territory's new king, set in motion his own plans.
Hokushin, I need you to take me somewhere. To the House of Yomi. Yomi! You son of a bitch! Can you hear me? Cause I'm coming! So boil up a guillotine, Yomi!
Kurama, this friend of yours seems rather silly. Can he really be the descendant of Ryzen? But let's assume it is true. Doesn't his presence here confirm that Ryzen is no more?
I suppose so.
Well then, I am eager to hear what Ryzen's heir has to say to me. Yuta, prepare to welcome our guests in proper fashion.
Yes.
Inform the sentries at the gate to give them no trouble when they arrive. Just measure Urameshi's energy at the door.
As you command, sir.
Kurama, I want you to have your men standing at the ready in the next room. If he tries anything, I won't hesitate to issue the assassination order. And I know as chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, you won't hesitate to act on it.
You haven't changed at all, Yusuke. Only this time, your impetuous nature may trigger a full-scale war.
He wants us to off the block?
Is that the first meeting?
Well, first let's see how things go. Who knows, maybe Yusuke will treat Yomi with grace and humility, not lightly. Look on the bright side, at least you'll get to see Yusuke again like you wanted to.
Too right, I bloody miss the fella.
Oi! Make that a double. I want to be seeing him too, I say.
She'll be able, she will.
I'm coming with you. I want to see my competition with my own eyes.
All right, suit yourself.
I was on them roads. Shit, I'm trying to get him out the way,
I would've
Brody.
thought we'd encounter a welcoming party.
I was just on the game for like 2 hours though. Finally, I ain't playing like the whole month. I'm trying to get this out the way. I'll be done with this tonight though. I'm gonna work on it all day. I don't know if I'm gonna start carving the other rug or if I'm I might start setting up the other rugs with Tufting, honestly.
I present your tea, sir.
That's what I might do.
I guess you do have good ears. Makuro's arrived, sir.
I am aware. Keep your eyes on them.
Of course.
Been so long since I seen him, it has. But he's not changed one itty-bitty bit.
Except he's even stronger. Bloke's built like a brick shithouse.
That's all well and good, but what will we do if Yomi gives the order to attack? I've been pondering that myself. I did swear my allegiance to Yomi, and I would enjoy sparring with Yusuke in his new state. But not to the death.
You don't have to write out the dramatic pauses, Fletcher.
To be honest, I'm torn. Which is why I want to know what you all are thinking, if it comes to that. Whose side will you be on? Yomi or Yusuke?
Yusuke? Do you even have to ask?
Undecided.
I mean, Yusuke.
Thank you.
No sweats, pal.
So, why have you come to see me? And please be direct. I have neither time nor patience to waste beating around the bush.
Well, Ryzen is dead now. And you know, as the new king on the block, I thought it'd only be fair for me to tell you in person exactly how I'm gonna rip you off your throne.
Oh,
That's far too direct. He's going to get himself killed.
all right. And in the interest of full disclosure, allow me to show you how I plan to stop you.
Yomi is powering himself up to take Yusuke out.
We have to do something. You're playing right into the enemy's hands.
First, I got something for you. We'll call it a gift.
A gift? You couldn't be naive enough to give Yomi a peace offering. No one's smarter than that. It's a trap. How thoughtful of you. Would you mind unwrapping it too? I'm afraid I can't see things as well as I used to.
Sure, now they might scatter a bit, so I hope you don't mind.
But that's our entire national treasure! All our Amari stones! Do you have any idea how rare and valuable those are?
So, this is a sincere offering. It'll be easier to crush than I thought. I thank you, Mr. Urameshi, for this most generous of gifts. Ooh, I can tell this Ruamari stone is real by its touch. But what is your true purpose and offer? There's something carved in this stone. It says Shiro. That one says Kurama. And Toho. Okuchi. You engrave names in all of these stones?
Yeah, well, I would have just painted them on, but I thought this way you could read them yourself.
You desecrated the treasure! How did you do such a thing?
Look, I'm not a particularly bright guy, and just because I'm Ryzen's heir doesn't mean I'm qualified to replace him. So maybe it's time we found another way of crowning the big cheese around here. Each of these has the name of someone from Demon World on them. We'll all face off in a big tournament representing not kingdoms, but ourselves. And the one who wins the tournament will be the one to rule us all. For a period of time at least, until the next tournament when we all do it over again. From what I understood in social studies, it's called democracy, and it's all the rage back home. Except we'll cast our votes with fists. What do you say, big guy?
He would be willing to surrender his own power. You can't be serious. Do you honestly think that I or anyone else will go along with this?
Sign me up, so I say.
What are you guys doing here?
To see you, pal.
Jen, how you doing, man? Drew, are you sober?
I'm sorry, Yomi. From now on, I represent only Kurama's side. If you don't go along with this, I promise you, none of us will hesitate to take his side over yours.
Kurama, not you.
Yomi doesn't know what hit him.
Spread the word. From this point on, the crew is just another apparition.
That sounds good to me.
Like the rest of the masses, I'll be fighting for myself. I accept his chase terms.
Damn you, Makuro. Fine. I accept.
Less than a day after Ryzen's death, word spread throughout Demon World that his regime, along with Makuro's and Yomi's, has been dismantled. Control of the entire land is now up for grabs in a worldwide tournament.
It is only a matter of days now until he awakes.
Your son, Lord Yomi. Lord Shora.
I'll begin his intense training regime as soon as he wakes. Time is of the essence. Check his energy level again.
Yes. It's up to 80,000 points now, sir, and who knows how high he will get by the day of his emergence.
He's not just my son, he's my ace. Even if everyone in Demon World competes in this tournament, the final match will no doubt come down to Makuro and myself. And that chaos-breaching tyrant will be a tough opponent, even for me. However, if I can raise my son up to my energy level in time, then I'll be twice as likely to defeat Makuro and seize control of the entire Demon World. It seems Urameshi's plan may turn out to be the best thing that ever happened to me. Right, Shura?
Guys, lighten up, will ya? And stop looking at me like that! Ryzen left me in charge, and I did what I think is best for every one of you out there.
Nothing we can say will change your mind. But we're concerned about your prospects for winning the tournament, which is why the four of us will fight on your behalf.
Have you guys not heard a word I said? This is going to be a battle between individuals, not kings.
We are leveling the playing field. Do you honestly believe that Yomi and Makuro have actually abdicated their power? You can be certain that they will be using every advantage at their disposal.
That may be, but I'm sticking to my proposal. And besides, I think Makuro at least is someone we can trust. I mean, you were at the conversation.
Sorry, but I will never believe a word that comes from that beast.
It is truly a pleasure to meet you, Son of Rising. Please place this in Rising's grave for me. He was a great leader, like you, but he died a fool.
In any case, we shall try our best to help you win this tournament, Your Majesty.
And if that's what we individuals want, then are we not complying with your wishes for independence?
I don't want you to do this just because I want you to. I want you to do what you want. You know what I mean. We're here!
It's an invading army.
Just who the hell or what are you?
When we heard that Ryzen croaked, we set up for this dump as fast as we could to pay our respects.
Hello, my name's Enki, and this little firecracker is my lovely wife, Koku.
And what exactly is the nature of your relationship to our late king?
Well, we used to be sparring buddies back in the old days. Sure, we were strong, but he was stronger, I'll tell you. If Makuro and Yomi had seen Ryzen at his prime, they would have pissed their pants, if you'll excuse my colorful language.
That was until he went all gaga for some cheap little whore that he met up in the living world. So he comes back and dumps me like I'm yesterday's garbage. Got any clue how insulting that is?
Jeez, you smell like booze!
After he rejected me, I didn't give a crap anymore, so I married this love. But I don't care, because I've been drinking ever since and feel great. Yes, Ryzen!
Please, forgive my wife. She's really not always like this. Now be a good girl, sweetie.
You be a good girl!
Why have you abandoned me twice now, and this time for good? I love you, Ryzen. You're the only man I ever loved.
And she promised that she wasn't gonna cry. You see, when Ryzen first told us he was through eating humans and fighting, it went against everything we stood for, and we took it as an insult. And so we left and cut off all ties with him. But after we parted, we lost our passion for fighting too. We've come to lead a quiet, peaceful life. I wish we'd have told him that while he was still alive. It's funny. We thought he'd lost his mind, but maybe this was his intention all along. To change the way we lived. Through example.
This time I'm sure it's an invading army.
It certainly did take them all long enough to get here.
An army of freaks. Hope this is a social visit. Do you know these guys?
Yeah, all of them used to fight with Ryzen as well. So then, am I right to say you're Ryzen's son?
Something like that. Why?
Oh, you know, it's just that you remind me so much of him when he was younger.
Hokushin?
Yes.
I always thought Ryzen was just a bastard. I really didn't get to know him at all. There was more to him. And now seeing through their eyes, I can't help but feel proud of my father. I think in a way I can finally call him that.
Right, everyone, that's enough grieving for one day, don't you think? And besides, I believe we all had another reason for coming here today. Isn't that right? Ready? Hey! Bryson Jr.! Guess what? We're all going to be taking part in that tournament!
I'm warning you, though I'm not gonna go easy on you. I don't care who you are, I'll kick your ass. And the same goes for you, mister. I'm not cutting you any slack.
I'd have it no other way, my darling. All's fair in love and war. Let's make this tournament so brutal and tough that Bryson rolls over in his grave in jealous rage. What do you say? Now why don't we dust off our rusty powers and see if we still got it like we used to?
Oh, sweet! Now this is getting good!
Quite impressive, isn't it?
A beaut! A real beaut! Yoda, what the hell is going on?
A surge of power from Ryzen's region, and it's a big one. The energy level is off the charts.
That's impossible, such displays. Each one of their energy levels close to mine. How could I have known? The only demons with such powers have been in seclusion for centuries, yet I feel invigorated. My warrior spirit's returning. But do I dare go into this as an individual, merely to prove myself?
Lord Yomi!
What is it?
Quick, it's Lord Shura!
Is he hurt? My son, you're experiencing the same feelings I am. Yuda.
Yes?
I'll no longer need your services. You're free to go. You and I, we are now considered as equals, Yuda.
Does this mean you'll be playing by Mr. Urameshi's rules and fighting as an individual?
Yes, it does. You may have just witnessed the most foolish choice of my life.
Yusuke's unlikely proposal has been embraced by Yomi and Mukuro, preventing a full-scale demon war. But the battle for control of Demon World now begins. Who will win the tournament and attain complete power? G'day, mates. Your old pal Chew here. And if you thought the Dark Tournament was a blast, wait till you take a squeeze at Demon World's go at it. It's so bloody fierce. The first round will toss 49 gladiators together with only one codger coming out on top, while the others
That was,
go to
Sensory
cry their
Dragon?
moms.
It was alright, bro.
Favorite fighters will be there, including yours truly. Believe me, your info
Shit, this art okay with my least
on
favorite?
the next Yu Yu Hakusho show, because the winner
Okay.
decides the future of every bloke there is.
Yeah. I don't know, bro. I think that last arc was it was okay. I just really like how I think it's only like I won't even say it's filler. It's one episode that's flashbacks, but the rest of them is from A to Z for the storyline, so I really like that.
100 days after Yusuke persuaded Yomi and Makuro to dismantle their governments, the Demon World Tournament is set to begin. 6,272 demons have signed up to fight, and hundreds of thousands are filing in to see who their new leader will be. Though most expect Yomi or Makuro will win, exciting gossip fills the air over a contest where anything...
What's up with you, man? You getting the game? You getting a PC? I need to hurry up. After I get done with this, I got some designs I gotta do. But I'm gonna get on after I get done with all the rugs.
Tournament participants should proceed to the arena floor.
Let's go!
I'm not really like no online dude anyways. As far as Dragon Ball Z. So I'm just gonna play it for the story mode. Have some fun with it.
It's not important now. All that matters is that they got swayed.
Just think, if Yomi and Makuro get messed up early on and knock each other out, then any one of us stand a chance.
If by one of us you mean me, then you're absolutely right.
No, control over Demon World is as good as mine. No way, it's mine.
Wow, we really might end up with a wacko in charge.
There you are!
The moment of reckoning is almost upon us.
Yeah.
So it's really true what they're saying about dropping most everybody in the preliminaries?
What? Aren't you supposed to be one of the sponsors of this event, and yet you know nothing? The 6,272 fighters will be divided into groupings of 49 for Battle Royale preliminaries. And only the champ from each grouping may advance to the next round.
Simple division. Let's see, the number moving on. Only 87 with a remainder of 3.
128.
Oh, alright.
Now don't go bailing out till you're matched with me, Urameshi.
Yeah, the whole reason we came was to fight you, and we haven't been training like crazy to see you beat by someone else.
Right, I brought a couple of knives just for us.
Well, don't let me ruin the party, but I can only get beat once, so you'll just have to share.
It stands to reason since these creeds will get wild uncle leaving the slightest chance of blood. Knowing the fate of their world, and every demon who thinks they're worth a pickle will crawl out of the woodwork to make a fool of themselves. Speaking of which, have you seen Yusuke? Your strength and skills even more since then, haven't you? Don't worry though. I've got a few surprises in store myself.
So Makuro's been a woman all this time? I guess.
There is no better training than the real thing. So use the experience of these earlier matches to raise yourself up to my level. I'd hate to see you get beaten before it's your turn to down.
Father, that lady was Makuro?
It was.
Strange. For some reason, I thought she would go up tougher than that.
Well, hell, I didn't realize you had a son. Come to watch your daddy fight, kid?
I'm not a kid, I'm sure, and I'm fighting.
Is that right? Well, great. I didn't realize we had a juniors division.
Father, do we have to talk to this one anymore? He seems very childish and his energy is weak.
Dang you, little punk.
Now, Father, remember, in this tournament, you're not to think of me as your son.
Yes.
You have to promise, if we fight, you won't go easy on me.
Yes, I promise you.
give me all you got, I don't ever want to see you again.
It's quite a handful, that one.
Tell me about it. They grow up so fast, it seems like only yesterday he emerged from his embryonic incubation tank. Do you know what woke it? That blast from your terrain. Do you remember? I, too, was awakened by it. From a long slumber of self-assurance. It's true, I have plans for when I gain power. The worlds will transform, but now I don't want it unless I win here. May the best of destiny win, Mr. Uranish.
I wonder what they could be talking about.
Well, you'll have to keep wondering because we can't risk getting closer and being seen. Personally, I'm more interested to know what Yusuke was thinking when he proposed this haphazard scheme.
Well, sir, if I know Yusuke as well as I think, he probably wasn't thinking much at all.
That's what I'm afraid of.
You know, Kurama, this would be the first time we got to fight. And he had to have to make it 3 for 3.
The last was a draw, but now you should hope we're not in the same group. It would be humiliating if the man who planned this tournament were eliminated so early.
Not as humiliating as standing on a phone book while you fight.
You're starting to make me miss Kuwabara.
Perhaps you'd both be better served to save some of this hostility for the tournament.
Dial. Now's the moment you've all been waiting for. The lottery for the preliminary matchups of the Demon World Tournament. And now I'll hand things off to your official mistress of ceremonies. The most effervescent and lovely lady to ever list black and blue as her favorite color.
Hello, ladies and freaks. Who else could possibly be your guide through this inaugural tour of carnage but me? The hostess with the mostest and your voice of choice, Kodo! Has no one rocked the mic like right? Like Kodo rocks it, am I right? On a brief note for my hardcore fans, I'd like to say I did escape the last tourney safely and Juri got what she was looking for. But on that note, let's get into the action. Joining me now is,
Hey, there.
I know you. You're that rapping ogre.
That's right, but you can call me George. How great is this? The two of us together again away from my heartless boss. Don't just kill me now.
Standing in for the rapping ogre is Yomi's old advisor, the expert, Mr. Yuta.
Thank you.
Have you gone and lost our last marble over?
Shit.
If anyone here finds out we're from Spirit World, they'll chop our heads off.
But I have a great voice.
Originally, the drawing was to use the engraved Mari stones that Yusuke presented to Yomi, but because of the huge turnout, we'll be using lottery cards instead. Each contestant will draw the number of the group they'll be in for the preliminaries. Miss Mikuro, an early favorite, will be fighting in Group 74. Mr. Yomi, the other odds-on favorite, has drawn Group 34. The man who proposed this event and won the Dark Tournament, Mr. Urameshi, will be in Group 106. Mr. Hiei, Group 5.
Things didn't shape up too poorly. None of us are in the same group.
That's not exactly true. Koga-san and the Monkettes all wound up together. What's this?
Oh my! It seems Yomi and Shura, father and son, are being pitted against one another. Both of them will go in, but only one of them will come out a winner.
That's good news for us, Mr. Urameshi.
Don't ever say anything like that to me again.
And
Just
that
over there.
concludes the lottery portion of the Demon World Tournament.
Well, Justin, you on the
Just
road?
some information. It's a long list of all the fighters who voluntarily dropped out of the tournament. What do you make of this, Mr. Yuta?
Any number of things.
I
First of all, I venture that many of them were placed either in Makoro and on his brackets and would rather turn tail than go head-to-head against them. The rest probably just wanted their 15 seconds in front of the camera and a meeting before it gets nasty.
There's a point of view I can't understand. Now, let the Demon World Tournament begin!
Appreciate that, bit dog. Appreciate that. For sure.
Preliminary matches of the Demon World Tournament are fought atop Okanenju stalks, gargantuan plants that house entire ecosystems on their plateau buds. Placed on each, groups of up to 49 warriors fight until only one is left standing. You ready to say uncle? Help out! No!
Competition one by one. Meanwhile, Group 31's Okanenju has turned into a snow globe. A reminder of why you should never fly an eyeball wearing leg warmers. 48 of the gladiators have been frozen solid. Since they haven't moved for over 10 minutes, they're disqualified, making Toya, Master of Ice, the winner of Group 31. To announce the following winners. From Group 90, Hokushin. From Group 23, Kieran. From Group 13, Shigure. All will be advancing to the next round. In Group 74, everyone except Makuro has withdrawn, so Makuro moves on automatically without even breaking a sweat. Too bad, but meanwhile...
Give it up, you drongos! I'll dodge this fight!
It doesn't look like there'll be a winner in that match anytime soon. The winners of Groups 5 and 64 have been officially decided. Both PA and Kurama going on to the big game.
Well, our league circle has performed quite well.
Shishi is hanging on by a thread.
Really?
It's that damned impenetrable shell of his. Even the Banshee Shriek can't pierce it. Oh, God.
There's nothing we can do. Shishi Wakamaru went into death just as he went through life. Fighting to the end, daring and head first.
Devouring the competition in Group 33, the victor is... Like I said, the victor in Group 33 is Shishi Wakamaru, who shrunk into his imp form to attack from the inside.
It's not till...
Other fighters are having no problems racking up decisive wins, like Enki, the king of the hill, over at Group 59. Meanwhile,
Others of Ryzen's old friends made it past the preliminaries without revealing their true strength. However, some in the crowd could not be fooled.
They are more powerful.
They are letting you.
On my count, that makes 47. Must be they take the cutest for last. I can feel it. She's mightier than she looks. She's about to pounce, is she? She's up and vanished. Screw. Her energy's in a whole other league than mine.
Ready for round 2?
No, not just yet.
Well, this is certainly disappointing. Instead of exchanging punches, they're exchanging words. Can we get it closer? And check the audio.
I don't even know your name, my love.
Not soon.
Not soon. Well, I surrender. Now, how about a date?
Sorry, I must have knocked a few screws loose when I hit you.
No, I haven't gone batty. I'm just in love.
That's too bad. I don't usually go for the wimpy gags.
I can change. Please give a bloke a fair go. I'll train till I'm dead or stronger than you. If only you'll promise to be my own Sheila.
How dare you turn this tournament into a dating service?
I'll kick your ass if you want, I swear!
Man, what a hypocrite he turned out to be. Ever since the dark tournament, all he said is, I gotta train so I can beat that bloke here, Messi. And he gives all up for what? Only a nice pair of legs and a cute butt? That's what? Oh, there you are. It is you, isn't it? Rinku with the killer yo-yos from Group 8? I heard you took out 16 guys at once with one amazing attack. I'm Suzuka, winner from Group 7. It's great to meet you. I got dragged here by my friends and only entered on a dare, but now I'm the only one who's still in it. Anyways, I think you and me are going to be matched together, which is great. Just don't be too rough on me, okay? This is my first tournament.
Renku? What is it?
Oh, nothing.
At least the rest of us still have focus.
Group 106, your preliminary fight is about to begin. You're disqualified if you faint, die, or surrender.
They must mean business if they cut you just for dying.
We should take him out first and then go after each other. Fine. On my command, attack.
Let the match begin!
There's nothing better than being the center of attention.
versus Shura, a dramatic battle pitting father against son, where one of them has to fall.
Hello, all you fans ripped to your well-cushioned household seats. Have I got a treat for you? There's only one person in the world Yomi cares about more than his lust for power. But to get that, he may have to sacrifice the other. Isn't fate delightfully cruel? Or will the son be the one to spoil Daddy's dreams? Either way, it's going to be the most intensely personal, physical, and mystical prelim yet, as our exclusive coverage of the Demon World Tournament continues on the next Yu Yu Hakusho.
Well, this is a
Previously on Yu Yu Hakusho, Yusuke respected Raizen's final wishes and proposed to decide the leader of Demon World by tournament, with an invitation for all demons to enter. As the ambitions and egos of the fighters began to stir, the preliminary matches got underway, following a drawing to match up the fighters. Through this process, Yomi and Shura, father and son, were pitted against each other. This last battle of the preliminary matches is going to be a stormy one.
After launching 128 preliminary matches, the only one of those that is yet to see a victor is between Yomi and Shura of Group 34. Although this is just an elimination bout, there's a lot of drama stirred up over this battle between father and son. Which one of these brave fighters will be moving on to the main tournament? Well, as soon as they decide to end their staring contest, we'll have a better idea. Let's go! And sure, it makes the first move. But with all that smoke, it's hard to see what kind of damage he's done. I won!
What are you so giddy about?
This father and son duel is moving so fast through the trees that even our best cameras can't keep up with them.
The kid moves like a gazelle on steroids.
And Yomi matches his pace bounce for bounce.
I wonder what importance this battle holds for Yomi. If he were simply playing to win, he could have taken out his son a long time ago.
What do you see in the fight here?
What are you talking about?
Does it look to you like Yumi's forgotten everything to further enjoy the battle? That's what I've heard people say about him.
I don't care.
You're not blind, Shura, and you're a smart kid. You can see how this will turn out for you, can't you? You should accept your defeat. Accept it.
Okay. It looks like this is the end of the final battle of the preliminary round as Yomi shows he's a master at balancing power with patience. What a victory! Just the kind you'd expect from the former king of Gandera.
Defeat doesn't come easily, but one can always go with grace.
Now that's more like it. Wow, what a surprising move from the seemingly defeated Shura.
How long have I been working on this?
Washes over the
Maybe 4 to 5 days, I guess.
That kid is a monster.
Yeah, tricking your own father is pretty dirty.
In the ring, Yomi and Shura each would be a puppy. There's no doubt about that.
That should settle that. Wait, what is that? No! I can't see anything. That was my best attack. How can you even be blocking right now?
Shura, my son, your ego carries you too high. Even my patience with you is beginning to wear thin.
Hey, that's what I was looking for. You promised me that you wouldn't hold anything back when we faced each other. Amazing! I've never seen someone get hit with a blast like that and walk away with their clothing intact, much less the rest of them. Like father, like son, and if you're like me, nothing is gonna pull your eyes away from whatever happens next down there.
What do you want?
What's so funny? I was
Surprising.
musing over the surprising aspects of your fight with Ryzen as I watched the match below.
I'm not really knowing.
This is more evenly matched, I think.
Where you
Yeah,
gotta go?
well, fighters fight while the jealous stand by and criticize.
What's that story?
All right,
No, you
Pally,
gotta run
come
some
with
stuff.
me.
It's not this episode.
Which store you going to?
I'm gonna go to the next one.
Well,
For what?
on Sideshow, I've let you three out.
Come on, Yusuke. You can't see
We'll see.
But why are you
But
three
now he's
here?
not
We
Check
are
it
as
out.
curious as anyone about who's going to be the one to unify Demon World.
Don't include us in your lie.
If I remember correctly,
Well,
you
know,
were looking for any possible excuse to wear your new costume, weren't you, Koenma?
Would you tell me quiet? I just about enough.
It doesn't matter why you came. Just keep your costumes on, or the Maziku might discover what you are and decide to take an early lunch.
Please, I don't want to be
Wow, boy.
So he's talking to
You
me.
sit right there.
Fear not, you two. Just stick by my side and all will be fine.
Bye.
That's my
You know,
prince.
Lisa, man. Bye.
You wanna
And we will all stick close to you.
your mama's
Bye. You know, Lisa,
Something's
man.
happening.
Sit down. Bye.
It's about time.
Concentrating the energy evenly into both hands. This attack is familiar. 0.04 seconds until impact. For your education, my son, the demonic absorption wall.
That's it? I can't believe it. He absorbed my entire attack. Although Shore has been dishing out most of the attacks here, to this announcer's eyes, it looks like the upper hand in this round still belongs to Yomi. It's not looking like it's going to be an upset for Shura this evening after all.
I see now. Shura is today what Yomi was in his youth. But Yomi isn't so much fighting to win, as he is focused on teaching his son not to make the same mistakes he made. It can only get more interesting from here.
Shura, it's time to concede this fight. I am proud of you, son. You fought like a true warrior. But you can never know victory until you understand the nature of defeat. The fight is over.
I won't stop. Not for you or anyone. My father will never defeat me!
Then fight.
Beautiful work. Thank you.
Unguarded points. I have to find out where he's vulnerable. That's not fair. Every point my father has is guarded. How am I supposed to fight you when you don't have any weak spots?
You should learn that when fighting a warrior of greater power than yourself, nothing will ever seem fair.
Then how am I supposed to fight?
If your
opponent has no unguarded points, then you should make one.
If my opponent has no unguarded points, then I should make one. This one is for you, Father.
He's trying to confuse me by covering up his movements with this explosion. There you are. That was sly.
He's absorbed all of my energy from all of my biggest attacks. It's like he knew every attack I was making before I did. I can't do anything without him knowing.
What's wrong? Have you decided to cease your attack, Shura? If so, I'll bring the battle to you.
I hope everyone is watching closely because what was once an even match has quickly turned into a one-sided beating. Yomi is teaching his kid one tough lesson.
And it doesn't look like Yomi's backing off anytime soon.
If you ask me, it looks like he's trying to kill his own son.
More than half done the job as I can see it.
Shura, are you ready to accept your defeat?
What? No way! You can kill me if you have to, but at least keep your word to me and fight this battle to the end.
You have to know when you're beaten. Only the weakest fighters move blindly on, believing that the greater the bloodshed, the fiercer the fight. Do you have any idea how little of my power I used to fight you? How obvious your attacks are in battle? So if you choose an easy death, then welcome. This is exactly how far it got you. I will ask you one final time. Will you accept your defeat?
I surrender to you, Father.
And Shura concedes the fight. This concludes the final bout of the preliminary rounds, moving Yomi a step higher up the ladder and into the main tournament. Congratulations to all who have moved forward today. Now, if I could get everyone's attention, please. Before we proceed, I promised that I'd hand over the mic to Mr. Yusuke Urameshi so that he can say a few things to get tonight started right.
Ready for a fight? Enough for this.
That's not very use case,
First, congratulations to those who made it to the main tournament. Now, I know all of you think that you're pretty bad demons, but I want you to consider one thing. You don't have to fight to the death here. To be honest, I'd rather no one die in battle at all. If for no other reason than I get the feeling all of you would like to fight more than once. I feel the exact same way. And if you're dead, you can't fight. I'd hate for this to be the one day I see some of you in the ring. I'd rather all of you return to fight another day. Because, to be honest, I don't have the greatest confidence that I'll walk away the winner here.
Only losers make excuses before the fighting starts.
I think in a couple of years figures I'll be a better fighter and better suited for this tournament. Of course, that's hoping whoever wins here today doesn't call this the final tournament. The point of all of this is my proposition that we all meet here once every 3 or 4 years to battle it out again and decide who replaces the old ruler. Like a presidential election, with fists.
Will I fight?
Yes. By then, my son, your skills will be honed to a vicious precision.
I'm not predicting the future or anything, but I think that whoever wins here today can find this agreement to be a fair one. And with that little bit being said, let's get started!
Well, at last now, we can begin this tournament. We've divided the 128 winners of the preliminary matches into 8 groups. Each group holds battles according to the tournament rules until the elimination leaves only 2 fighters. Victory is decided in the same fashion as earlier. The battle is over when one opponent surrenders or is no longer capable of fighting. And the first match of the first group is Yusuke Urameshi versus Neko Tama.
I know that there are demons here today that are virtually unknown. Yusuke, you're not going to be able to rely on any of the old tricks.
Yusuke better put a spring in his step. He's got a supersized Neko Tama barreling right at him. Why isn't he getting out of the way? Is he already that frozen in fear?
Thanks for the silly trick. For sure.
An interesting attempt
Extra
by
work,
Neko
but
Tama.
it gets the job done, right?
Yusuke will find himself shish kebabs.
Q, what's up?
Girl, what are you doing?
That's right!
He did it!
I can't believe it. He actually put in a few good moves.
If he can come through like that, then you can too. So why don't you blow through those other fighters quickly so you and I can get to fight?
I like your plan.
That guy doesn't have any cheat moves or any real form to his fighting at all.
This is true. He fights simply to enjoy the pure nature of it. And one day, you will face him down, sure. This is the way it will be.
You guys ready then?
Here begins the main tournament to decide the king of Demon World. When the smoke clears, on who will victory shine? Find out next time as the heads begin to roll.
I came along with going into this nasty place because I thought it would be fun. Was I ever wrong? Every time I turn around, there's another horrible face to look at. And I think that most of them came all the way here just to get a crack at fighting Yusuke. I wouldn't want to beat him. But against my gut instinct and to support my friend, I'll stick close to Koenma and watch this tournament thingy unfold. Why don't you join me on the next episode of Yu Yu Hakusho?
I can feel a longing hiding right behind closed eyes. Ready to wake up, the time for sleeping fits goodbye. More than any lucky charm that sparkles far away. I'd rather have one thing on mind than fortune any day. Riding
fighters have moved on from the preliminary matches to the main tournament as the search for the next king of Demon World continues. First up to fight was Yusuke and Nakatama. The battle quickly grew into something much more than anyone thought Yusuke could handle. But victory came fast for the experienced detective. Now, deep into the main tournament, dozens of skilled fighters continue to tear at each other, each with his own dream of kingdom. Chorus of 10,000 skulls! Spiritual light attack!
So, how's it going? Suzuka was defeated. He never had a chance in this round.
Try and shame it is. Trained really hard, he did.
Shishi Wakamoru surrenders. That's the Tokushin through to the next round as the winner of Match 8 Group 3.
Yeah, I guess no matter who you are, there's always someone better.
Aye. But Toya here's plenty used to dispensing of his superiors. Isn't that right, boyo?
Whatever.
Right! Time for the wind to pick up. Listen, pal. I don't plan to be losing till me and you finish what was begun.
Of course. You'll win this for sure.
Then I'll see you two after I win this.
Same old Jen. No, you focused him and increased his power.
Coming your way right now is the sixth match of Group A. Fighting in this round are Jen and Tsukatsu, and the Warriors are ready. So let's see how this is going to begin.
A waif he may be, but loads upon loads of power contained inside. Aye, underestimating this one's the last thing a boy could do.
Wait up, Susuga! Oh, this kid can be so annoying. Of course, how can he be blamed when he's chasing these kind of looks? Don't run too fast! Oh! Who put that wall there? Hey, Chu.
Rinku, I think it's time you stop chasing skirts and watch. Old Jin needs support from all his best buds.
Yeah? You're just jealous because she's cute.
No cuter than my own, Sheila. Now let's keep our eyes on the prize for Jin.
Go ahead and change the subject. I can see all the red on your cheeks. Let the match begin!
You use the wind. This should be a challenge.
Well, a challenge you surely got. Now here I go. Oh, great wind. Always supported old Jin you did, so don't let today be the end. Because if I pull this off, I owe it all to you.
Nay, what's up? Go look at my pin videos on my page. I think it's like how to. Go look at those videos. That's what we're talking about.
What?
Tsukatsu's patient attack sends Jin falling painfully into the dirt. I really hope there's more to this battle than just that.
Now that wasn't your best.
No, that, sir, was merely an introduction. An appetizer to my main course of pain.
Very pleased to hear that, sir. You sound like one of them professional grapplers on the telly.
I don't know if Jen is still in this fight or not. It doesn't look like he's going to turn back.
And now back to the right foot. You got to be kidding. What now, me eyes are broken?
I don't think he's down there.
What's good? So, better check it out,
How'd you
yep.
be getting up here?
That's the wind manipulator's tragic flaw. You can only move as fast as the wind can take you. Interesting. So you really can pack a punch.
Two fighters battling it out in midair. This is an incredibly rare sight to see in this kind of tournament, people. I
My ancestors' pals are pretty bad dudes.
So Ketsu and Rise? Makes sense.
For his display at the start, your friend isn't holding up too well.
My friend. In the tournament, every person I see is an enemy.
Of course they are. You're saying you feel that way about anyone you face?
Yes, even you. After you. Oh no. Tornado fist explosion!
Alright, let me give me a drink. Gotta take a piss. Might hop on this rug. Later, need to get it done. Bet.
Here to go around with
Yeah, I'm getting this thing done today.
Solutions like that are good for no one. I should have known.
After I get done with these fingers, everything else should be pretty much easy. The face might take a little bit. Just got our work. Nice.
Too bad it ended.
Yeah, I'm off tomorrow, so I'm gonna knock this out. And then I might either set the frame up first and then work on the designs, or I might do the designs and then set the frame up. I don't know. We'll see. But I'll be right back. Gotta take a piss. And I want to get me a drink. I'll be back.